So Angel Reese today, the other day, obviously, 13 points, 13 rebounds, 5 steals. She is making a listen. Angel Reese is making it known in the WNBA. She caught on so quick to the WNBA. She's working her butt off. She caught on so quick to what they got going on out there with the WNBA. Let me tell you that right now, man. For real, for real, for real. I don't understand. Look, I don't understand how she caught. Look, it took her a couple games to figure out what she had going on, but she figured it out. She's on a run right now. They lost a couple games. They went down, but look, she stepping up, and we just got to see Carmela Cardozo do the same. Once we see Carmela Cardozo and Angel Reese finally get that chemistry, and they just one more piece away, I think, from building a great team. Angel Reese went off. That's going off. I don't care. That's another double double. She's doing it in the pros now. Um, Now I see why I was a little bit afraid that people would say that she wasn't ready, but look, she's ready, obviously. And Angel Reese is going to do nothing but get better. She's going to do nothing but get better as time goes on. The WNBA is definitely going to grow with time being going on and everything. It is. It's just going to keep on continuing to grow. Sport. Shout out to Angel Reese going off in that game, man. Even though they lost 80-89 to the Atlanta Dream, right? Now this is what Emmanuel Ultra had to say. He said, "I'm glad Caitlin Clark left off the Olympic team, and you should be too for reasons why. Here's why." So I kind of don't want to play what he got.
If we're being honest, Caitlin Clark being left off the Olympic team is probably the best thing that could happen to her. For the first time, she gets to freaking rest. And think about what rest has done for her. If you were watching the Fever game yesterday, she had her most efficient game ever. I believe 7 3-pointers made off 12 attempts.
So they said she need rest. So they're giving her the rest. That's why she shouldn't be on the Olympic team. Hold on. All right, anyway. Robert Griffin says Caitlin Clark didn't get selected for the U.S. Women's Olympic basketball team. Who benefits from her being on the team? The growth of the sport, the broadcast partners, the other women on the team through increased visibility. Who benefits from her being off the team? Herself, pretty much. I mean, that's what I would say. You know what I mean? Caitlin Clark. So Caitlin Clark. She is the most popular women's basketball player in the world, yet her being selected on the team before guards who are currently better players and earn the opportunity would intensify the already enormous divide around Caitlin Clark within women's basketball fandom and coverage. The U.S. women's team will win with or without Caitlin Clark, even if fewer people watch it. They have won 7 straight Olympic gold medals with a 70-3 record at the Olympics. This gives Caitlin Clark an opportunity to rest, have an offseason, and fully earn her spot on the next team the right way, on the basketball court, not the court of public opinion. The question we should be asking ourselves is, why won't the masses support the women on the team who are better players, have earned the opportunity based on merit, and not have been dormant for so long? I look, I look, we should also ask why the WNBA draft and season seems to start 17 minutes after March Madness. Players barely get a chance to rest or learn. All right, she's the best women's basketball college player by a mile. That's why she has the hype. Like Pistol Pete, Bill Walton came into the league as nobodies. All right, look. I think this, man. Look. And I'm about to say this. Look, I'm definitely about to say this. And then look, the NIL with college hockey, they're bringing some light to that too. And that Matt Brown, shout out to Matt Brown out there trying to bring that to the light, because he's really working on trying to bring some light to college hockey. And it should be as popular as everything else. College hockey should definitely be pulling in a lot more coin. And people need to start. They need to start putting the Frozen Four tournament on television and making it more accessible to the public. Okay, they definitely should, because it goes down. College hockey goes down. All right, well, shout out to them. college baseball too. I mean, college sports is just they're just great to me anyway. I like them. Um, on this Caitlin Clark thing, right? I got mixed emotions, right? And two things can be true. I can feel one way about it right now, and then I feel another way about it again. Now, I do get what RG3 is saying about how the who benefits is the public and the ratings and everything else, right? And there's better players who have gone, but what are we basing this off of? Are we basing this off of the couple of games that she played in the WNBA, or are we basing it off of the college career? Because if you put both of them together by a mile, right, she definitely deserves to be on the Olympic team, right? You know what I'm saying? Because and another thing is, does she even qualify for? Because I believe there was a girls U.S. basketball team that Angel Reese and Carmela Cardozo was on. So which category does she fit in? Because she is a rookie in the WNBA, correct? But she's still young, and I don't know. I really do got mixed emotions with this, because I feel like she should be out there, Caitlin Clark, because she's one of the best women basketball players. I mean, she just is. I think Angel Reese should been out there, and I do think they need to be out there only for the popularity, yes, to bring light to other women, to these other great women. And I do, because look, let's call it what we want to call it, y'all. If there was more women supporting the sport of the WNBA, more women watching it and supporting it like they should be, the WNBA would be fine. But the problem is it's more men that support the WNBA than it is women. And when you have and let's just be honest, right? This is tough, because I'm going to be honest here, and I'm not trying to get canceled. I don't know. Maybe I'm already am. I don't know. Look, when in other sports, your sexuality does not matter. It is not noticeable, right? You're not getting a. I don't know if there is a trans man in football or a cross dresser in football. We don't know that, right? Because their personal business, they literally separate and keep away from their professional football life, right? We don't know that, right? We do know that there's gay men in the National Football League, right? But we don't go around singling them out. We like them. Some of us love them. We support them. Um, from what they do on the field, we do not get into their personal lives, right? About them being gay, they're gay, their sexuality. We don't get into that. They are not on camera putting on lipstick or flaunting it around, right? When you look at the WNBA, it's there. It's there. It's in your face. It's bam. It's boom. It's and listen, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But we have to start having these tough conversations, and we have to be able to admit that some people in this world do not want their children or them what themselves watching a bunch of you know people, or sex of that sexuality, the LGBTQ community, playing a sport openly. Some people got problems with that, and the markability has a lot to do with that. That's why a Camila Cardozo, a Angel Reese, a Caitlin Clark are the faces of the league, because people know that they're heterosexual. Just be honest. That's a problem out there. And if the LGBTQ community paid more attention to the WNBA and did more for the WNBA than as much as they do for other things out there, then the WNBA would be fine. But until that happens, you got a bunch of straight guys watching the game, and a lot of people don't want to see that. Like, look, and I'm just being honest, man. Look, this is just my opinion. This is just my opinion on how I feel about it. This is not right. So don't come here this and that. If we're gonna have a conversation, if we're gonna get down in the comments and you're gonna say something, make sure that we have a solution to the argument. Make sure you're telling me why you disagree and everything else so that you can enlighten me on other things. But the way that I feel, that's the way I feel and the way I look at things. Nobody's sexuality in any other sport is on display. And to be honest, I have no problem with that because I have gay family members. So the etiquette they have around is, look, we know they're gay, right? We know they are. We know they are. We see their partners come to the family reunions, to the big cookouts and everything, but they are not flaunting that in front of the children. They're not doing that in front of the children. They're not kissing in front of the children, not holding hands. They're not smacking each other's butts. Now, when the children go away and it's just the adults' time, when the children's in the house and we all adults back there, drinking, playing cards, dominoes, drinking, eating chicken, eating the barbecue that was on the grill for a couple hours. Yeah, then they start, dancing with each other, kissing, but there's no children. They're not flaunting that in front of children. And I could almost guarantee you any gay family member in my family will tell you that they don't think it's okay to do that in front of children because children don't even know themselves. And I think that's a huge problem when you're trying to front that and put that on in front of children. Like, they don't know. They don't think that that's okay. But let's just be honest, that's a choice that you made. But because and the reason why, and if people say it's wrong, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. You made that choice. It's not the wrong thing. Something that shouldn't happen. And the reason it being is because you need. And look, say what you want to say about me, because I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I'm very cool. I don't knock nobody on that. But you need a male and a female to reproduce in any species with anything. That's a choice that they made. We know that from laws, from books, from everything. That it's always been a thing back in history, and it's why we lost a lot of things because things are not supposed to go that way. It's just not supposed to, y'all. It's a choice that y'all made, but that don't mean that y'all should be able to push that in front of everybody else and put that on other people's kids because some people have a problem with that, right? And if not, and if you can do that in front of kids and we know that's wrong, so why can't you do other things in front of kids? Why would you feel wrong for me just saying other things and doing other things in front of kids? We can't have our cake and eat it too. And that's just one of those things. And it goes into deep detail like that because nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants their children to be subject to that. If that's your lifestyle, that's your lifestyle. But look like a woman. That's all I'm saying. I think that'll help a lot with the league. And I had to say that, man. I just had to put that out there like that because that's just um read between the lines of what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. Go back and play it again before you talk about anything else with it because it's just not on Front Street and no other sport. But we still support and we love the players. And I think that makes us like the players even more when they're not pushing it and putting it on Front Street for us to see, to say, oh, I know it and I'm proud. Okay, that's cool. You made that a decision. Max Crosby, one of the best football players, am I correct? One of the best defensive linemen in football will ever be in history. We love the guy. We love him to death. And I think we respect him even more. The fact that he, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And the way he carries himself and goes about his lifestyle. That's respect there. A lot of respect. That's why you don't see paparazzi popping up on him and people trying to dig into his past and everything else because we know he said it. He's open, cool, presents himself in such a manner as a man. And I think that matters, y'all. I just think it does. And I think that's why the WNBA is not as popular as it is in some manners. And why the women that are popular. And I know went digging deep in that, but I think that's why people don't want to watch that. I think so. I believe so. Um, I'm not saying that. Yeah, look, your sexuality is who you are, but it's just hurt. It hurts the product. I'm just being honest. Just being honest, y'all. We got to call it what we got to call it sometimes. Sometimes people, we got to get uncomfortable in these chairs and uncomfortable behind these microphones sometimes. It is what it is. All right.